You are listening to an episode from the vault. These are previous Cologne podcast episodes that we considered lost, but they have been uncovered and are presented to you in their original format.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's episode
243
of the Cologne podcast.
I'm Mike.
I'm Ryan, and we're just two simpletons from Texas, giving you guys our uneducated opinion on the world of fragrance.
We're best friends, by the way.
Sorta. It's complicated.
Yeah. I really don't know what to say about it.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead, friend.
Okay. I will say, Mike and I are both really well fed right now. We just ate our favorite, I'm not going to drop any names, but we just ate our favorite Chinese restaurant. And we do it every time we have to go out and work in this certain area.
Yes.
It's literally a hole in the wall, but hit them with the truth, man.
The food is so fucking hot.
It is so hot.
It hurts so good every time you take a bite.
The whole time Mike's eating, literally, this is probably after the plate was put on the table.
Yeah.
And this is probably 15 minutes have went by since the food has literally been put on the table. And Mike gets another dish and he starts putting his lo mein in it.
Yes.
He's like spreading it out. And I'm like, oh, you're fixing to pour some of that, because I ordered some extra sauce. He's like, you're fixing to put some of that sauce on? He's like, dude, I'm just trying to get this shit to cool off.
Yeah. You have to increase the surface area.
It's literally the hottest shit on earth.
Speaking of the hottest shit on earth, we're going to be tackling Neroli Portofino by Tom Ford. And we're about to see if it's the hottest shit on earth. But Latin Poppy.
Hello, Poppy.
Says, I absolutely loved this fragrance when I tested it on the card. However, on my skin, it smells strikingly similar to pine floor cleaning products.
Yeah.
And then a frowny face at the end.
Well, I can already debunk that kind of, because we've kind of smelled this in previous episodes, just kind of dabbling in it.
Okay, well, let's not get too far into that.
Okay,
because first, Ryan, we have to get into our one-night stand review of by Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah. One night stand review.
After spending the night with Hannibal Lecter, other than not eating the food, Ryan, how did it go?
It's okay. It's not bad. It's not amazing.
We said it was great for the mature listeners of the audience.
Yeah, I agree still with that.
Yeah, that's about all I got for that.
Yeah.
It's mature. It smells clean. It's got a little hint of sassiness with its like over sort of Neroli vibe, apparently.
Yeah.
But it did inspire today's episode. So, Ryan, why don't we just jump right into this? Why don't we just dive right into Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino?
All right, get your Dunkaroos out.
Dunkaroos. You remember those?
That's why I said it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, here you go.
Looks like I fucking hate this.
Dude, I used to love those things. Our younger audience members won't remember Dunkaroos, but they were a delicious little snack.
They're little kangaroo dipping cookie things, right?
Yeah, and then you had like the icing. You dip it in.
Man.
Ooh, citrusy, floral.
I have to say, it doesn't smell like pine floor cleaner, but it is a little drastically different on the skin versus the card. But the card is super gorgeous. Like,
I love it on the card. If I hadn't read that, you know how I am when people mention things, they create in my theater of the mind here. And then I just kind of grab a hold of, what they're saying.
Yeah.
I can kind of see what Latin Poppy was talking about, like the cleaner vibe.
It's funny, but it's kind of cleaner.
Yeah, but I'm going to ignore that because it is a good smell.
It is, man. On this card, I'm telling you guys, on this card, this shit does smell really, really good. I'm really surprised by it.
The Neroli is just like an old school sort of a fragrance note to have.
I'm going to tell you, like, I had a grandmother born in 1904. So
yeah,
I have been in my grandparents' house at some point in my life when I was younger, and there were smells like this. I can remember them. And they're very striking, very unapologetic. And that's the kind of stuff I like.
Yeah. In this, I do like that vibe. And I think the first time I smelled it, I was like,
No.
But you grow to appreciate these things. I think we've come a long way just in these last few months of doing this.
Yeah.
Starting out with just designers. First thing we smelled together as a niche fragrance was Aventus.
Yeah.
And now from that moment, just a few months ago to now, I feel like we've traveled so far in our fragrance journey that I've really started appreciating more of the eccentric sort of notes.
Oh, for sure. I love stuff like this. That's why we get so mad about certain brands being super safe, because it's like, that's been done a million times. I'd rather it be this. And we've noted Roger Dove's the same way. He says, hey, the biggest insult I could get is when somebody says, it's okay. He'd rather you have a harsh no or a harsh yes to it, because he wants it to be polarizing.
Right.
Which I agree.
He doesn't want to get friend zoned. He either wants you to tell him no, or he wants you to marry him for life.
Yeah. That is a pretty smell.
I dig it.
It's probably one of those smells, though. Truth be told, it probably is a smell that you're probably going to, if you wear it, there's going to be people that probably, they may not say it to your face, but they're probably going to be some that hate it. And there's going to be some people like, wow, it's like engaging.
I feel like this is a fragrance that smells great, but not a lot of men are going to be able to pull this one off. Well, there's going to be a certain type of man that's going to pull this off, as opposed to it being for the everyman.
Yeah.
Because it's got a certain vibe to it.
It definitely does.
This is one of the ones I like to smell, and probably not the one that I'm going to wear a lot.
Man, you wore this. It was either this or the Noir de Noir. I can't remember which one, but I like it when I smell it. When you're having this on, you walk by, I really do like the smell of it.
It wasn't this one, but it was Neroli Portofino Aqua.
Okay.
Which is basically a cheaper version. It's still their private blend.
Yeah.
But it's like half the cost of this.
Oh, is this a private blend fragrance?
Yes.
So how much does something like this go for?
I want to say for a 50 mil, you're probably spending close to $300 for this. If I had to guess, I haven't been shopping, so a listener may email in and go, oh, you are way off. Actually, it's $237.38.
It's a different smell, and I love it.
Yeah.
I can say that. By the way, I know that our friend over at the Scent Room, Austin, he was explaining it, and me being the asshole that I am, I was still perusing around the store like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, this is what he was doing. He's going, uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, he's like, oh, is this a new Rochette?
Yeah. While Mike was actually engaging with him and learning stuff about how Neroli's made. But Neroli is like an orange scent, right?
Well, yeah. So the orange blossom note and the Neroli note are made from, I guess, the same flower of orange blossom.
Gotcha.
But the way they extract Neroli is a different process. This is what Austin was kind of telling me. And I think I read it in an article somewhere too. But basically, they use some sort of force or pressure, and it takes like a huge volume of orange blossoms, I guess, to make even just the smallest ounce or whatever. It takes so much to make it. And so because of that, I think Neroli is a more expensive or elaborate type of aroma oil to use than, say, just regular orange blossom. I'm assuming.
Gotcha.
Again, we are not professionals, don't claim to be on this podcast. We are just two uneducated best friends giving their view on fragrances.
Who happen to know a lot about a Neroli.
Yeah. We're Neroli specialists, but that's it.
So this has been out for 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty decently old fragrance.
Older than my children.
It's trending hard, and I can see, and it's actually trended hard for quite a few years now, and I can see why.
It's a good one.
I'm really pleased with that. I could imagine wearing this. And I do like it on the skin, but I do love it on the card more. If you had this on your clothes, man, you would smell like $1 million, man.
They also have a different private blend fragrance called Mandarino de Amalfi or something like that, which is very similar to this, super citrusy, but it's got more like orange notes or mandarin notes or whatever, mandarin oranges.
Yeah.
But it's very similar and smells great as well.
So I was looking at Portofino. Is that anything special other than just being a place in Italy?
I think that's what it's about.
An Italian fishing village. So are they saying like this is Neroli from Portofino?
I guess it's like smelling the orange blossoms of Italy.
I can imagine it smelling like that.
Yeah. It has a nice citrus, sort of not really aquatic, but you can like imagine like that summery, citrusy vibe.
Yeah.
And then having the Neroli. It's a very nice fragrance. It smells great. You feel like the blend on it is like right there.
Yeah.
You know, the citrus with that Neroli sort of vibe just goes really well together.
Yeah.
The question is, Ryan, who's wearing this?
I'm going to say a man about 6 foot even.
Yeah. Here we go.
Probably wear some some silly ass Ray-Ban glasses.
Mm-hmm. Sounds familiar.
Trades couches for haircuts.
Sounds like a frugal, smart man. Keep going. Tell me how handsome he is.
Very intelligent, very handsome, though.
Wow, never. I thought you were talking about me. My bad. He went with handsome and intelligent, and now he threw me off.
No, I do feel like genuinely this is probably I feel like you kind of got to be somewhat dressed up. You can go casual, but it's got to be dressy casual.
Yeah, I think if you wear this with t-shirt and jeans, unless you have a certain look,
yeah,
I think you really need to look like Shawn Mendes to wear this.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's like wearing, he's got Japanese cherry blossoms running up his button-up shirt and, white linen pants. And I feel like he could wear this and get away with it.
Yeah, I can agree with that for sure.
Were you looking up what he looked like?
No, I was actually seeing what celebrities, if there's a list, who has worn this.
Oh, gotcha.
Be kind of interesting to know.
If I had to guess, I just saw a recent picture of Shawn Mendes from, I think Vogue Italy or something posted it. I can't remember. And I was like, oh, you know what? I randomly go, I wonder what they're wearing fragrance-wise. And I could see him wearing this.
The list for the people that wear this is crazy.
Hit me.
Celebrities known for wearing Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino.
Is Jamie Foxx or something on there?
Well, Eli Gooding, which is not bad. Bobby Brown.
Wait a second. Ellie Goulding?
Yeah, that's her word, yeah.
She was also wearing Tobacco Vanille, right?
Yeah, maybe she's a Tom Ford gal.
She may, yeah. Okay.
Iman? Who's that? I don't know who the hell that is. Jennifer Connelly.
Oh, okay.
And Paul Bettany. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
But the known ones for sure. Bobby Brown wearing this is kind of interesting.
That is interesting.
And it's his prerogative.
Yes, of course.
To wear this. I do feel like of all those celebrities, I feel like Jennifer Connelly definitely, is it Ellie Goulding or whatever?
Yeah.
Definitely her. That fits her.
Yeah, this is probably what she's wearing in the summer. Then when it gets cool down in the fall, she's throwing on Tobacco Vanille. I can vibe that.
That actually may be her regimen.
Yeah, I'll reach out to her and see what she says. Hey, Ellie, I know it's been a minute. Hope everything's still going well for you. Just curious. We still loving Tom Ford for the summer nights and the fall evenings?
All right. Skip it.
Sample it.
Buy it.
What are you going to do, Ryan?
Well, if it's as pricey as you say it is, and you know what? With the power of the internet and the magic of editing, we're going to see. Oh, Macy's has a 30 mil of this for $163. And then a 50 mil is $263. That is kind of pricey. And so 100 ml is $360. So you're talking...
How much was a 30 ml?
30 ml is only $163.
Dude, you can get 30 mil on myfragrancesamples.com for $111.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty good. Damn, that's pretty good. How much again?
$111 for a 30 mil of this.
This would be one for sure you wouldn't wear all the time because it's kind of a little bit classy.
Yeah.
But man, that'd be one to keep in the closet, pull out every once in a while.
Well, I was going to say, so we were in Ulta and they were having a deal. And I got, now granted, the Neroli Portofino Aqua is cheaper by far, but I got a 50 ml bottle of that for $90.
Yeah, that's what it is. I just looked it up. Damn. Pretty good.
Yeah, so it's very similar in the smell. Now, these kind of die out pretty quick. Both of them do. Yeah. And Tom Ford's, there's this whole urban legend or whatever that once they sold the Estee Lauder, they started watering down the juice or whatever.
Yeah.
And it doesn't last as long. And you better get those old batches because I don't know anything about that. Yeah. I'm still a young buck in this whole game. But I will say, I do agree. Whenever I'm wearing Tom Ford, I do notice it kind of die out a lot quicker than some of the niche brands that we've put on, for similar prices, $200-$300. I mean, a Nichonnet fragrance, $200 or $300 is going to last all fucking day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. For me, I went ahead and grabbed it because I do have, for whatever reason, a little bit of brand loyalty to Tom Ford. And I really do like the Neroli Portofino sort of vibe. For $90 for a 50 mil, I went ahead and jumped on the Neroli Portofino Aqua.
I think the reason why, I mean, obviously you click with him because he's in film and everything else.
Yeah, I like the dude. But good vibe, good style.
He does have a very unique vibe and style with his fragrances. They're very different. I mean, our first one even together was ombre leather.
Right.
And before that, I'd never smelled a more realistic leather, I don't think. I don't think I've still smelled in more realistic leather, personally.
Or a leather that is so wearable and enjoyable.
It's cool.
I will say with Tom Ford, the thing I do like about the private blends, at least, is that, we've talked about this. They pick one note, neroli, leather, cherry, whatever. They pick that one note, and that's the highlight of the note. Then everything else kind of comes in and boost up that one note.
Yeah.
The bitter peaches and the rosé cafe or whatever, they pick these individual and then and I like that style.
Yeah.
It, for some reason, resonates. So I appreciate that. And I do like this fragrance. Is it for everybody? No. Do I even wear it? The one that I bought a lot? Not a lot. I like to smell it every once in a while, especially when it's hot. It is a really refreshing smell.
Yeah.
It's refreshing, it smells clean. So it's got citrus, and then that neroli just smells like old school soap we're used to.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it. Definitely sample this.
Yeah, I agree.
But if you love it, man, it's going to be hard to beat the deal on myfragrancesamples.com. $111 for 30 mil.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're wanting a bottle, which I understand wanting some physical things, but I do agree. For that price,
yeah,
I don't care about a bottle that much. That's a pretty damn good deal.
Yeah, it's a great deal because I know that they also sell 30 mil bottles. At least in some of these, they have the option to buy a 30 mil bottle.
Yeah.
For from the fragrance house.
Yeah. Oh, that's the partials that he's doing.
Well, no. I'm talking about like Tom Ford has a 30 mil bottle you can buy.
Okay.
So they have 30, 50, and 100 mil, at least in some of these styles. Or that's what I saw at least with the Neroli Portofino Aqua.
Yeah.
But if I was going to spend money for 30 mil to get the OG Neroli Portofino, I would say, man, save $50 and get 30 mil from Mark.
Pretty sick.
That'd be the way I'd go.
Yeah. Well, if you love episodes like this,
the hard-hitting facts,
and you want to hear more,
what can they do, Ryan?
Well, you can make sure to punch that freaking bell on Spotify. Make sure to follow us.
Yeah.
But you could also, if you really want to help us, you could share a link out there. Let people know about us.
Yeah. We're tired of not existing in the world of fragrances. Validate us.
Yes. Make sure we can climb the charts and surpass people like Jeremy Fragrance with 1.8 million views.
Here's the thing. We're giving you the ultimatum. If you really love us, we want you to stop what you're doing right now. Click that share button on Spotify. Copy that link. Take it on over to Facebook and scream it from the mountaintops.
Seriously. We'd love you.
We're just kidding, but seriously.
All right. Well, that's today's episode. What are we going to be previewing next?
I think we go Mancera.
I'm down with some Mancera. I've been wearing that lately.
Yeah. You and me both, brother.
What you got for us?
Saharan, what's it called? Saharan Wind?
Mm-hmm.
Saharan Wind.
Oh, is it new?
It's brand new. Couldn't get my hands on it, but you know who had it?
Who?
Mark Mobley over at myfragrancesamples.com. I mean, it had just come out and he already had it up.
Dang.
The dude is bad. When it comes to selection, myfragrancesamples.com couldn't put enough positive things out there about it. We love it.
Well, I'm ready for it. Let's try it.
Let's do it. Spray it up, y'all.
Spray it up.